The hardest in the sense of where the word hard was redefined for me was the sub 5 minute mile, because one, I had 500 pound squat in my legs. Two, I was 210 pounds. So a sub 5 minute mile at that body weight is hard as is. Three, I was dealing with a bit of a headwind on one side of the track that was exposed. So I didn't even reap the rewards of a tailwind on the other side. And four, the guy that had pacing me was the only person I knew within 250 miles that could run the sub 5 minute mile. He was a rugby player, not a track athlete, and he's just alarmingly fit all the time. So I said, Doug, can you go out and practice a sub 5 minute mile, see if you can do it? Did a 4:55. I was like, oh, God's sake, all right, okay, fine. Yeah, can you pace me on Saturday? And he was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. Do you have a Garmin? No. Maybe I can borrow my mum's old one. So he didn't know how to set it up, really. I kind of helped him set it up so that he could have pacing on screen. But then he basically went out with the pacing strategy that I'd given him, but his watch wasn't giving him the feedback, so it was all off perception. So we ended up running a 64-second 400 on lap one. The brief was 1:13, 1:14, 1:15 full send. He went 1:04, 1:11, 1:18, and then it was basically for me to go. So that 1:04 was, far too fast. So the ramifications of that by lap 4 were horrendous. And I can honestly say, when I had 120 meters to go, if you'd asked me what is absolute maximum output you can give, it would have been at that point. And I thought, oh my God, I have 120 meters left into a headwind. How can I possibly do that? So there was a real choice made there in my head of, do you can this, or do you just keep doing what you're doing right now and hope that you can hang on somehow? Acknowledge there's going to be degradation, but just keep striding. And that remaining 120 meters was like an out-of-body experience in terms of suffering. The heart rate feedback I got on that was my heart rate peaked at 209, whereas previously I thought I couldn't hit 200. And it was once I crossed the line, I went to stop my watch, tripped over my spike, and I was on the floor. I was on the floor for half an hour, threw up after half an hour. I was like a limp fish. I had no concept of how I was ever going to be able to do anything ever again. Like, I just headache, limbs were floppy. It was just complete exhaustion. Like, I'd fully emptied the tank, which made me wonder about when I thought I'd emptied the tank in the past. And I thought, oh, you're barely working hard at all there, Fergus. So that redefined what hard was for me there, but in a very maximum effort, emptying the tank sense.